Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us on Valley News Live at 10 and taking a look in on our Dakota Magic Dakota Magic Casino Skycam in Hankinson, North Dakota. Within the last 30 minutes, the snow has finally been making it to the ground. I've been watching this for a couple of hours as radar returns have been showing light snow, but the air was just too dry for it to actually make it to the ground until the last, well, about 30 minutes or so. Here in Fargo, we're still dry, 19 degrees with an east-northeast breeze at 7 miles per hour. And I hope you liked your hour later sunset. Tonight in Fargo, the sunset was at 7:30. Your sunrise was at 7:44. In Grand Forks, currently 13 degrees. The breeze is out of the east at 6 miles per hour. And the sunset tonight in Grand Forks was at 7:31. Let's take a look now at satellite and radar, where a band of snow is moving into the southern Red River Valley and back up into the James River Valley, stretching down into parts of Minnesota. Again, not all of this is making it to the ground yet. We're just now seeing in that Hankinson area that snow finally reaching the ground, so the very edges likely not making it quite yet. But we are expecting snow to become more widespread through the overnight hours. The snow is creating reduced visibility down to 1.5 miles right now in the Oaks region. Temperatures still in the 20s down across the southern valley, but check out the northern valley. 3 degrees right now in Hallock, 5 in Langdon, 7 in Thief River Falls. And that's thanks to some Canadian high pressure filtering us in and keeping the bulk of the northern half of our region dry and definitely a lot colder tonight. Your hour-by-hour forecast shows continued cold up across the north and that snow becoming a bit more widespread. We could potentially see that snow working its way up to Fargo, but primarily along and south of I-94 on the North Dakota side and through portions of west central Minnesota and points down to the south. By tomorrow morning, waking up, we could still see some lingering flakes and flurries, but the main concern for tomorrow morning is going to be slick roads across the southern half of the valley where that fresh snow has fallen. We'll see a few peaks of sunshine into your afternoon, a partly cloudy afternoon, before a few more clouds filtering in later in the day. Temperatures primarily in the 20s to near 30 degrees with the breeze increasing late. As for snowfall potential, this includes what has already fallen. We're looking at about 1 inch to 2 inches. Fargo right on the edge of that, so we could see primarily less than 1 inch here across the metro. Isolated higher amounts, 2 to 3 inches, not out of the question. Tomorrow in Fargo, we'll start our day off in the teens, warming up into those upper 20s, a mix of sunshine and clouds before increasing clouds later in the day. And look at your hometown forecast, lots of 20s and a few lower 30s. So tomorrow is going to be the coolest day of the upcoming forecast because from there we've got 30s and 40s on the board. Let me tell you how much I smiled putting together this forecast today. So refreshing. Shay's dancing over at the desk. We're all very excited here about this forecast. And it's definitely looking springy. In fact, the spring equinox already coming up on Sunday, and if you didn't celebrate spring, meteorological spring on March 1st, now is your chance to celebrate spring. But spring-like temperatures are definitely here, hopefully, to say.
Yes,
stay.
Thankfully, thankfully. I'm looking forward to that 45.
Oh, I'm looking forward to anything above 32.
All right, thanks so much, Summer. Still ahead tonight.